Hello everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to the My Player Career Mode. I hope you're all doing well. We're back today for Swansea City to begin the day in a post-con match before we jump into some international action with England and then back to the Championship in the live portion of the day for Fulham and Leeds United. And on that topic as well, during the Fulham game later on, the sound in-game for some reason cuts out. And I've got no idea why. It was fine for the first 20 minutes or so of that game. And then out of nowhere, it just completely stops any sound coming through. So if I remember, I'll throw some music over my commentary as well. So it's not just the commentary that you've got to listen to. But yeah, no idea what that was. I was actually having a few problems with FIFA today. A couple of things in the menu as well weren't loading properly. I wonder if it was a few bugs coming through. But nevertheless, Swansea City to start the day, and we got in front after 8 minutes. Pukki converting a Hernandez pass with his left foot to beat the goalkeeper. And to be fair, during this game, we were unreal. We were so good going forward as Tribal. That's not where the goal is, mate. We laid it on a plate, and all he's got to do is finish it, and he put it massively wide. He won't want to see that again. But we then got in the 45th minute, and I can only describe this as a bit of a calamity at the back for Swansea. There was a deflection in there. It came back through, and then their goalkeeper smashes it against Hernandez, who blocks it, and then taps in the rebound. So you can watch that goal back 10 times, and it doesn't get any better for Swansea, really. But we made it 3-0 in the second half after a fake Rabona in the box. Turned away, found Pukki. He got his second of the match, Norwich's third. And yeah, that was just watching that fake Rabona in the box really summed up how this game was going for us. It felt like everything we were doing was working. So much so, I decided to try my luck with about 11 minutes left from quite a far way out. But if it's working, it's working. And the ball went right into the top corner. Norwich 4, Swansea 0. To say that this was a bit of a battering would be an understatement, as went to celebrate with the fans. We're going to get another look at this as well from this angle. And just look at the movement on the ball as it steers away from the goalkeeper. He's nearly got it, to be fair to him, but yeah, nearly isn't enough. And that was the full-time result. Norwich 4, Swansea 0. Winning ways, and emphatic winning ways to start the day too. And this is where it's going to be mattering, because we are getting to the crunch time in the season. Nearing the end, in this fight for the top two, we have to start to put together a run of results, which hopefully we'll start here today. But we had one last thing to show you, a sim game for England. Of course, we're not picked for this one, but we will be selected for the second. It was a 1-1 draw, but let's see how we got on. Another England game coming your way in this one as we take on Romania. I don't want to call it a useless game, because there is still something to play for. But as you can see by the table, we topped the World Cup qualifiers here after 7 games, 7 points clear as well. So, of course, every opportunity to play for your country is something you can't turn down, so we will be playing the game. But result aside, I'm not really sure it matters too much how we get on here. We'll still look for the win anyways, though. And who will make it into the team here for us, as we are wearing the number 13 too, because Harry Kane gets the number 10 shirt, of course. Pickford in goal, Chilwell, Stone, Sarkowski, Alexander-Arnold, Winks, Ali, myself, Sancho on the left, Kane up front, Sterling on the right. Very strong England 11. Here is Raheem Sterling on the right wing. Cuts the ball back in towards my feet. The run from Dele Alli. There's the pass. Ali with the shot. Radu with the save. That should have been 1-0. Harry Winks. Lovely ball through. We're in behind now, looking for England's opener. Saved by the keeper. Sterling will keep it in. Now looks towards that near post for Harry Kane to tap it in. Ali wins the flick down in towards the area. And Romania deal with it. I just tried to find the corner and hope that the keeper would palm it back out. He did that, but he actually made a very good save in the end. Half an hour gone here. It's all England, but as it stands, it is still 0-0. Brilliant win back here by Chilwell for England. Again, we come forward. Chilwell, look at the space of this move through the middle again. Harry Kane is there in the centre. It's Harry Kane. It's England 1-0 in front. It's been coming, and now we've got it. 35 minutes in. Myself straight to the feet of Harry Kane, and he can't miss these, can he? Harry Winks for England. There's a feeling that there might be more in this game for us. Dele Alli turning away. The easy ball inside is used towards us. We now try a little bit of trickery to open up the space in towards the penalty area. 2-0 England. Is that our first England goal as well? I can't remember if we've already scored or not. I feel like that is our first ever goal. But yeah, quote me if I'm wrong on that. But the little bit of trickery to open up the space, using Harry Kane as a bit of a dummy run there to open up a bit more space before firing it back across the goalkeeper and into the far corner. The ball morphing through Harry Kane there, according to that replay. We're not going to question it, because I want the goal, and we've been given the goal. 2-0 England. Sancho and Kane combine really well. Jadon Sancho back to Harry Kane! England 3 now. We are running rampant against Romania. Just come back out for the second half. A really nice little move between Kane and Sancho. There will not be an opportunity for Kane to grab his hat-trick as Tammy Abraham is now on for Harry Kane. Sterling does really well to find us with that ball. Abraham with the shot. He's followed kindly in the box for us. Will we still make this as Dele Alli just didn't see the ball heading towards him? If he was quick to turn, that would have been a free shot at goal. Sterling with 3 minutes to play here in this one. Sends the delivery in. Tammy Abraham! It's 4, and what a finish it is from the substitute. I said, will he get himself on the score sheet? He now has. Took a bit longer than I first thought it would, though. As time has very quickly gone here, it feels like, for us. We are winning, so it doesn't really matter. But what a finish from Tammy Abraham. Left-footed, first-time volley, picked out by Sterling. There's just so much pace on the ball. The keeper has no chance. And that is 4 for England. Full time, then. The score 4-0 to England. I did say a bit of a meaningless game in essence, because you'd expect us to win this. And the way the World Cup qualifiers are going, I'm pretty sure we are now already into the World Cup. So nothing else to worry about. I think there might be 2 more games to come. Whether or not we're picked for them, we'll have to wait and see. But it's back to Championship life with Norwich. I haven't checked the table after that 4-0 win against Swansea, though. So we could actually be in second for all I know. Let's see. Turns out that is exactly what has happened. We've climbed ourselves into second with 7 games to play. One of those 7, though, as we know, is against top of the table Villa, who have scored 103 goals this season alone. They've scored that and conceded 10. They've got a 93 goal difference. What even is that? Anyway, we are second purely on goal difference. We've got 1 extra goal to Sheffield United. We've scored far less, but also conceded far less as well. So this is going to be tough for us to hold on to it. We start with Fulham next, and then after Fulham, we take on Leeds. So, yeah, some tricky games already in here before, obviously, in May. As I mentioned, Villa coming up. But it is going to be Fulham at home, is it? I think. I'm not entirely sure. It might be away at Craven Cottage, but we'll jump into game anyway as soon as my game loads. It keeps doing this for some reason. I don't know what it is, but anyway, I'll be back with the Fulham game. There we are. It is at home. Let's do it. Hernandez controls it. Now feeds the ball down the left-hand side. We're back out for the second half and looking for an early chance to start this second half off well. There's the pass towards Buendia! Norwich in front. And in the other games going on, both of the games involving Brentford and Sheffield United are 1-1 draws at the moment. Half an hour to play here. Pookie's gone off. Dermich on. Here is Hernandez. Now Tribal. Norwich again. Looking for another opportunity. Tribal's pass. Step over. Gets us in for number 2. And it's in the back of the net. Game, set and match here at Carrow Road. And that is a lovely way to finish it off. As soon as Tribal returned the pass, there was one thought. Get inside that penalty area. Then it's, can I find a passing towards the middle? Or is the shot on? And you can see number 5, is it Tim Ream? Number 5 for Fulham. Stepped off us. He watched the run of Dermich. And that opened up the space. And the finish in the end off the inside of the post. And nestles in. And there it is. The result from Carrow Road. Norwich 2. Fulham 0. We were the better side by a country mile. And all of a sudden, there's a little bit of confidence in this Norwich team. Which makes me think we might just be able to hold on to this second place. After the game against Fulham, I had a little bit of an issue where my game wouldn't load. Now, thankfully, after restarting everything, it's actually saved that result. I didn't think it was going to. I thought I'd maybe have to sim the game and try and get the same outcome. That would have meant us losing our goal and assist. And there was no guarantee I could make sure that the games elsewhere stayed the same. But it actually did save, so we're okay. With now 2 points clear of Sheffield United, they ended up drawing and Brentford won in the end 2-1. So this is how it's looking for the table. Of course, we've got Leeds United coming up now. This will be the 41st game of the season. And that will leave us 5 games left until the end of the season. So that will be, well, this will be our final game of today. Might be a bit short of the episode, but I am going to try and get you out on the Thursday instead of the Friday. So apologies for it being a bit shorter. But it does mean you now get 2 My Player episodes in 2 days rather than just the one on the Friday instead. So tomorrow will be the end of the season. So you won't want to miss that. But can we end off on winning ways against Leeds? Because this is a tricky trip to Ellen Road here. They've fallen off a little bit in the table themselves. They were in the top 3 at one stage, and that now hasn't happened the same way for them. Didn't mean to change the difficulty, meant to change the time. Going to be playing 5 minutes a half, And let's see what kind of result we can manage to get here. In order for us to get the result today, we have to try and keep Patrick Bamford quiet. He's the top scorer in the Championship, I believe. Having a very good year for Leeds as we try go forward again. Alongside that, Mateusz Klich as well, also having a good year for Leeds. And here is Pukki, who we haven't mentioned, but he's got Norwich's opener here at Ellen Road. 27 minutes gone, Leeds 0, Norwich 1. And it's a trademark Norwich goal that we've come to expect. We drive into the area, fire the ball across and hope someone's there. Pukki is. Mateusz Klich for Leeds on the left-hand side, looking for the ball inside, and there it is! It's pretty much a carbon copy of Norwich's opener as Leeds fire back. Adam Forshaw it was at the finish. It's come from Mateusz Klich as we tried to prevent the ball into the feet of Bamford. We covered that pass, but instead, Klich found Forshaw, who arrived from midfield. Wittek had his own man, you could argue. Who's number 37? Is that Habera? I think it should have been Habera picking him up. I was actually further back than Habera, and I'm playing Cam as I was preventing the pass into Bamford. Didn't matter in the end because Forshaw was the man open, and he has equalised the score at 1 apiece. Hernandez up towards us, half-time whistle looming. I think we're about to find it here. Pukki, actually, ref, we're in. You can't blow the whistle there. What are you doing? Because we are through one-on-one. I need to watch it back because maybe we're offside and that's why, but he's called the half-time there. Right, as we got a chance to go one-on-one with Leeds United's goalkeeper. I will say at half-time, there's not a lot separating the two teams though, so this could be a point apiece here. Back out for the second half then and looking for an immediate chance. Pukki is the furthest man forward with us. Instead, we're going to use that as a dummy run. There's the shot, and what a save it is! How has he done that? I tell you what, I put some power behind this shot, and we went for the near post. What a save. Pukki, brilliant hold-up play. Now Hernandez, back to Pukki, surely! Why did he take the touch with the left foot? I don't know what he's thinking. Here, it's the left. Why did he take the touch with the left? As if he wanted to go further away from goal. Forcing Perez further and further back towards his own goal. And that's a poor pass away. Teemu Pukki! Leeds 1, Norwich 2. He was put under so much pressure, Perez. He was going back towards his goal further and further. And then the pass. What is he doing? I don't know, but Pukki makes up for the earlier chance missed with that finish there. Sheffield United have gone 2-0 in front, but we are now in front ourselves again. Can we hold on to it this time, though? Because pretty much straight after we scored in the first half, Adam Forshaw cancelled that out with a goal himself. So let's hold on to it for now. 21 minutes to play, and that's still a fairly long time for one of these two teams to find another goal. Leeds again looking forward. Shackleton in towards the feet of Bamford. Don't let him get the shot away. Hernandez back towards Bamford. Bamford looking for maybe a pass. There's a lot of bodies back here for Norwich. Habera's there with a challenge and Godfrey will clear it away. It was a similar position to the equalising goal in the first half and we managed to deal with this one. Hernandez turning away. 2 minutes left in the game for us to hold on to these 3 points. And now as we come forward, that will be it, I believe, as we're looking for the pass through. Barry Douglas intercepts it. 10 seconds. O'Kane towards Bamford. Surely that's it. And there is the whistle for full time. Leeds 1, Norwich 2. In the form we're in right now, I don't think there's anybody who can beat us, but that question will be answered when we take on Villa in a few weeks' time. But the way it stands, we will end today 2 points clear in second place with 5 games to go. Automatic promotion is in our hands. Here is then the table as it stands, and effectively 5 cup finals to come for Norwich, starting with Huddersfield up next. That's the first game of the next episode. Then Shrewsbury is the following game from that. We then move into May, where we face Aston Villa. I mean, that's going to be probably the game where... Oh, I didn't know we had Brentford. So we got Villa and Brentford to come. And then the final game of the year and the season is against Birmingham. But Bristol City play Sheffield United and Brentford are away to Preston. I did not know he had to play Brentford. Well then, that could be the game. So if we lose to Villa, Brentford win, they'd go on to the same points as us. But I mean, there's 3 teams still fighting for it. So it's anybody's at this point. But yeah, like I said, 5 cup finals to come here for Norwich. If we win them, we're in the Premier League. Now, no matter what happens with that, I feel like we will be playing Premier League football, at least top flight football somewhere in the world come next season, because as you see here, we've now grown to 87 rated. So, yeah, I don't want to be playing Championship football for much longer. So, if we don't go up with Norwich, I know we'd have jumped from Bolton to Norwich. We spent a season at each club. But it's just, we can't be playing Championship football at 87 overall. So, we'll have to move to one of the top, sort of leagues or whatever. Play our football in there. If we can get Norwich into the Prem, I'll probably stay with them because I want to try and help them stay in there. So that'll be the game plan if we can get them there. But a massive thank you for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always as well, thank you for all of your support on the channel. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you all again tomorrow with the last 5 games of the season. Do not miss it. Catch you all then. Adios.